evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena action. Here we're playing a Warlock deck. It's not an aggro deck, it's just a regular old quality cards, mid-end game type of Warlock deck with some good stuff like Cairn Bloodhoof and a Sea Giant. And the first two games were extremely easy, but the opponents were actually pretty bad. They're not bad, like they didn't make gross blunders, they just had very weak decks, which might not even mean that they were unskilled as players, they just really didn't do anything. The Hunter played no Unleash the Hounds. The Shaman didn't ever play any. I don't think the Shaman played a single removal card. Really, if you didn't see them in his draft, can't be helped. So we got two easy wins. Really have no idea how good this deck is, and I no longer make predictions. So we'll just see what happens. Paso the Mage is our opponent. All right, this is a really great curve, 3, 4, 5, 6. Except that obviously, can't really do much with that in the early game. So what I will do is I will mulligan and I will hope to get a 3-drop. Okay, so I got a 3-drop. That means I can play one of my 3-drops on turn 2, probably this guy, and then play the Farseer on turn 3, possibly wasting the Battle Cry. We shall see. Oh god, please don't play Mana Worm. Okay, thank you.
Hello.
Hi. Well, we got a 2-drop, so we really dug our way out of that hole. But, of course, the Mage can kill the Murloc Tidehunter. That's one of the problems with the Warlock Tidehunter, one of the many problems. Oh gosh, I'm actually just gonna play the Wolf. Oh, no, hold on, no. I'm gonna play the Tidehunter. We'll do this. So my opponent can use the Fairy Dragon to kill the 1/1 and use the hero ability to kill the 2/1. If she does, then so be it. But I'd like to keep this Wolf around, just in case she chooses not to kill my dude. She actually has a Mana Worm a turn late, and it looks like everything will die off. Okay. Oh no, she left it alive. Perfect. Okay, great. So now what we get to do is play Direwolf Alpha. Kill, and pass the turn. She can, of course, kill the wolf with the Mana Worm plus hero ability or with a spell, and then playing Mana Worm. But that's alright. The Chillwind Yeti should be able to take care of this Mana Worm afterwards. Water Elemental. Oh my god, I'm always so angry when I see that card because it's so broken. Oh man, what do you do? You lose the game. That's what you do. Is this the time to play the actually Snapshot? No, that can't be right. God damn this fucking Water Elemental. Honest to God. Alright, what we're gonna do here is I could actually throw the Tauren Warrior under the bus. Just have him die to the Water Elemental. Yeah, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna Soulfire that Mana Worm. Just hope for the best. So Farseer, it's unfortunate. It's a good card, but whatever. So yeah, the Tauren Warrior will lose to the Water Elemental, and then I'll have to Shadow Bolt it to finish it off. But whatever. That card is so broken. It should either cost 5 mana or be a 2/6 or something, or a 3/5. It's just got 1 point too many. 1 point too many. Yeah, my opponent's just playing superior cards compared to me here. Drain Life, not helpful. Look at this 2 damage total junk. Oh god. Well, let's go ahead and play the Chillwind Yeti. And hit her in the face. So the Yeti holds up against these minions at least, and I can maybe Shadow Bolt one of them next turn. She doesn't have anything better to do than finish off my wolf, which I guess is alright. The Yeti still kills these things, so I'm okay with it. Also, the wolves being there meant that this guy couldn't hit the Yeti, and then she could ping the Yeti off. She's got a Fireball for the Yeti, so she cleared my board out. Drain Life, which is not quite good enough, unfortunately. I'm taking a lot of damage. I almost really can't even, life tap against a mage with that many cards. Yeah, I really can't life tap at all. So this game, I've just been battered down the hatches. That is for sure. Got Drain Life for a little bit of life gain, which is nice. I threw out my Earthen Ring Farseer to Soulfire, which was less nice. Man, I needed her not to have a Mana Worm right there. If she just hadn't had Mana Worm, I could have saved the Soulfire for one of these things. It would have all been different. She actually has a Cairn Bloodhoof. Oh god. Well, I am just fucked like the Dickens, honestly. If you ever wondered how did the Dickens get fucked, that's you're watching it. You're seeing it right here. Can I life tap? I actually really can't. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to have to life tap. There's just no hope otherwise. So she and I both have one of these. She drew hers and I didn't. So, you know, that's fair. I can stave off some damage with this Fen Creeper if she doesn't have Polymorph or a second Fireball. Yeah, it's just one of those games that you lose. Just like how I slam dunked that Shaman into the ground because he had nothing. I just didn't have anything. Oh, it's too bad I didn't play my Warlock Tidehunter after this War Leader came into being. Once again, I have this Drain Life, which is useless. I could kill Cairn, of course, but then he, you know, pops back up. This thing has 3 health. I could Drain Life and Dread Infernal, I guess. Oh, lordy. So now this thing's gonna die to the hero ability. This is bad. This is just real bad. I don't even know what to do. I guess I could have Panda the Fen Creeper and recharged it. But now she's got 9 damage coming at my face. I'm at 5 health, 4 health after the hero ability. It's just over. I'll see at the start of my turn. Probably. Or I'll life tap to kill myself. Always go out in style, ladies and gentlemen. Always go out in style. If you can. Gonna Frost Nova just to freeze my Singleton Dread Infernal. Just gonna Ice Lance to deal 4 damage to it, which is cute. She's actually picking it. Wow, that's very remarkable. Yeah, she's gonna play a Cobra. Okie doke. Leroy Jenkins. It could have been a Nat Peggle, which would have like not mattered at all. I could actually Panda Leroy back, but then I can't replay him. I'm a minute short. I could Panda this thing, and then I could replay it, but that doesn't actually do anything. Okay. Well, let's life tap and then concede. Yeah. Okay. Concede. No reason to say well played there. She didn't really do anything. She just played stuff, and it was better than my stuff, which I would have done if I were in her shoes, so it's totally fair. But really, it didn't have a chance in that game at all. I am not sure that there was anything I could have done differently anywhere in the draft or in how I played that to win that game. It's possible that I'm wrong, of course. It's possible that there were some things I could have done that would have been smart to do, but I will throw forward the hypothesis that no matter what I drafted and no matter what I played, I was going to lose that game against that mage with those cards. It's just nothing I could do. I guess the Chillwind Yeti could have been a Shadow Bolt that would have maybe killed a minion, but she just had just non-stop good stuff. Like, there was not a single bad card dropping for her side of the board, and she was on curve the whole time. Buhani is a hunter, so, okay, this is our 4th game. We've played 2 hunters and a mage. That's pretty obnoxious. Do get a Leopard, which is nice against a hunter, because at least you can play it against a hunter. It won't just automatically die. If that were Nat Pagel, I would keep him and play him on turn 2. Instead, he has to get mulliganed. So there's Drain Life being just its old, usual, terrible self. And Fen Creeper, hero of the nation, he really tried. He really tried. He really stuck in his, 4-hour, 8-hour day. And a Worgen Infiltrator hiding out from Mortal Coil. It will almost certainly kill my Leopard Gnome. I don't think there's any avoiding that. I guess we will just life tap here. There's nothing better to do. And looks like turn 3 is going to be devoted to playing a Panda. Because I really doubt that this Infiltrator will reveal itself and not kill my Leopard Gnome. Is that an Animal Companion? It's an Ironforge! Who plays Ironforge Rifleman? Oh my god. Well, the good news, I guess, is that this allows me to Mortal Coil the Infiltrator. Get my card back. And sure, I'll play Panda. It's unfortunate playing the Panda here. I could have not played it and then used the Stormwind Knight next turn to kill this, but whatever. We're just going to have to trade this off. I got to preserve every single point of health that I can when I'm playing against a Hunter. Here's the Animal Companion. He gets the Taunting Bear, which is really bad because I can't get past that thing. Oh, God. Well, Chillwind Yeti's pretty good. It's a little bit better than that bear. I wish this would have been a Leok, though, because Leok hits less hard. But the bear is probably not as bad as the pig. I mean, if it had been the pig, he would have hit me in the 4-4, and that would have been really, really unfortunate. So we're doing kind of okay here. Does he have a Deadly Shot for the Yeti? That's probably what the card that he wants right now. If he doesn't have that, I could be alright. Could still have a Deadly Shot. As the South Sea Captain. Wow, we saw the Murloc War Leader in the last game. Here's a South Sea Captain. So, what do? I mean, obviously we killed this bear. Now, if I play Drain Life, I can't do anything else. If I play Fen Creeper, then the stuff survives. If I play this guy and kill that thing, this will survive. Drain Life doesn't kill that because it's a bad card. Wow, alright, we're gonna go for the Fen Creeper. It's risky, but every move I had there carried risks. So I'm just hoping this Fen Creeper holds the fort in time for this Yeti to trade against the South Sea Captain. It's a dim hope, perhaps, but it is a hope. It's nice to know I've got some life. Now, Void Terror is just about unplayable against Hunters because it will die to Deadly Shot. My opponent had a really good card there, unfortunately, so the Leopard Gnome died and got out of the way before the Dread Infernal could drop down. I'm at 17 health. I'm at 17 health. Oh, God. I can't believe I'm at 17 health. Oh, jeez. I want to play the Storm Knight and Drain Life, but that's 7 mana. Alright, we're going to make the worst move of all time here. We're going to play Void Terror as a 3-3 for 3. Well, it's not the worst move of all time. It's just a 3-3 for 3, but better than wasting a Shattered Sun Cleric, I think. So 5 cards to 4, but he's got me in a serious pickle as far as life is concerned. This is annoying because it doesn't die to Shattered Sun Cleric. Oh, Jesus. Ballsack, Christ. Alright. Yep, we're gonna do this. We're gonna play this thing. Gonna play this thing. We're gonna throw the Void Terror away. We're gonna kill that thing off. These guys died of multi-shots and Explosive Trap. But I had to kill that Yeti somehow, and that seemed like the least offensive way of doing it. If he just stalls me, he will win the game easily. Easily. Because you can just keep steady shotting me and then get through whatever little damage you can, and that'll be that. I cannot life tap anymore. Do I use the Dread Infernal to kill this off? Or do I just 2 for 1? It's really a 3 for 1 because it drew a card. Yeah, I don't think I can afford to let him 3 for 1 me, so we will in fact do this. Play Dread Infernal to finish this thing off. Swing, and as much as this runs into Unleash the Hounds, it's got to be done. I got to play things. I can't afford to hold anything back in my hand. We're on a Razor's Edge here. He could easily blow me out with Unleash the Hounds. If it's Buzzards, it's really just game over. Oh my God, yeah. Well, I haven't faced this in a long time, so it's only fair. You play enough Hunters, you're eventually going to see this. Fucking hell. Well, I can't really deal enough damage to kill him anytime soon. He actually has a Hunter's Mark to kill off my 6/6, so he can actually clear my board, and he drew 3 cards. So basically, he's paid 3 mana to kill, you know, 3 creatures. Sorry, 2 mana to kill 3 creatures and draw 3 cards, because that's pretty fair, I think. It's pretty fair. And just like that, we're going to be dropping down to 2/2. So let's Drain Life this little bitch. And let's play the Yeti, because that'll actually kill this thing. Snapjaw. Could have been a Lord of the Arena, which I guess would have been better here. Well, then I wouldn't be playing the Yeti. I don't know. It's a tough call. Frost Elemental. That's a pretty good card, so he can ignore this Yeti. I still never saw any silences in my draft, so I have no way at all of getting this freed up. He just, whatever. I mean, Unleash the Hounds just ended it. Killing my board for 2 mana is just ridiculous. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and concede. That is that, and just like that, we're at 2-2. So we cruised 2 wins, and then we played a Mage and a Hunter. In my defense, that is a Mage and a Hunter that we're talking about here. The 2 most obnoxious classes to play in the arena. And 3 of my 4 games were against those 2 classes. So I feel like this deck, not a great deck. I'm not saying it's a great deck. But could have done a whole lot better if it didn't face like the 2 strongest arena classes. That's like an extra little bit of bad luck. Oh, one of my friends finished a 7-3 run. Let's actually congratulate him. And okay, let's see how far we can go before this arena run ends. It could be ending very soon. Okay, it's a Shaman. Well, we beat the other Shaman, but the other Shaman was really like a puppy. So we'll see how this goes. If this is a real Shaman, he could put up much more of a fight. Okay, we're gonna pass this fucking Drain Life, which is just terrible. Oh, my friend says his videos help a lot. I am honored. Okay. So the question is, do you play the Voidwalker and the Leopard Gnome on turn 1? Or do you just play 1 and then play the other on turn 2, save the coin for a turn 3 Chillwind Yeti? Well, I think it depends on if I have anything to do on turn 2. Wow, Legendary! Oh, that's not like I drafted 2 Legendaries in this deck or anything. Okay. Well, I definitely want to play Leopard Gnome because that can clear out totems. I'm going to save that coin. I don't see the value of having a Voidwalker on the board. It's just basically going to be like an extra point in damage. So it doesn't seem that useful. Okay, well, now I kind of wish I had the Voidwalker out so I could kill the Loot Hoarder, but it's alright though, I can still use the Mortal Coil here. Play the Voidwalker anyway. And hit him for 2 with that Leper Gnome. No, okay, we did it. We got to save the coin for Chillman Yeti. Do wish this were an Ad Peggle, because this is not getting played for a long time. I got both my legendaries at least, though, so that's something. And I'm glad this isn't a Rag, so I can actually play him in a timely fashion. Of course, Shamans are probably the best class in the game for dealing with Cairn, because they have Hex, which will deal with it, and Earthshock is another class card that will deal with it, although not, obviously, as well as a Hex will. Hex is pretty much the best answer to Cairn, I think, in the whole of Hearthstone, unless you count Sap and Freezing Trap. But Hex just absolutely solves the problem. Alright, he's going to play Shattered Sun Cleric, which is lucky for me because that means he's not buffing anything with it, and I can just kill it with Leper Gnome, so that's good times. Do you coin for the Yeti? I don't think so. I think you just play the 3-drop you just top-decked, and then now you can play the Yeti on turn 4 and actually coin this guy on turn 5, and then play this on turn 6. That's really good. This actually will take out the Whelps. If you play both of them on turn 10, it's a pretty good quote-unquote combo, but I'm not going to hold out for that, obviously. The Raptor is a pretty good answer. It'll kill my 3-drop. Does he get the 1-1? If it did, I could Enrage. Oh, I can't trade on my terms here. Lame. Well, I could play Void Terror. I am, however, not going to. We'll just play the Yeti. Kill the Totem. And swing. Got an interesting combo coming up. I might actually, well, depending on how much stuff happens, if he uses the Raptor to kill my Voidwalker, then coining into Dread Infernal would be great. It would finish off the Raptor, and it would actually enrage the Tauren Warrior and potentially allow him to trade up and kill something really big. Stampeding Kodo! Ooh, play Stampeding Kodo! Jesus Christ. Stampeding Kodo. It's a fucking epidemic, man. I don't know what the hell's going on. Dread Infernal's still good. Still good. It lets me kill off the Kodo, and my Yeti actually survives after all that. So, it was okay. But, good friggin' lord, man. Good lord with the Kodos. Does he have a Hex for this? It's a Fire Elemental. I don't know if he has Hex. He might have had a Hex and just chosen to play Fire Elemental instead. What he just did means nothing. I could, of course, play Leroy and just give him the Whelps and use Leroy to kill off the Fire Elemental, but that seems silly. Let's just go ahead and play with Cairn. And, yeah, we'll do the trade here. So, we'll see if he's got that Hex. That Fire Elemental was extremely good at letting him kill off both my creatures. Could have hit him for 6 down to 17, but leaving the Fire Elemental around to kill off the Cairn for free, even though the Cairn respawns, seemed a little bit silly. Well, he's got 6 cards to my 5, soon to be 6, but I'm at full health against the Shaman, so I can life tap pretty much freely. He does not have a Hex, this guy. Oh, Shadow Bolt, you're just not good enough for killing Lord of the Arena. Well, Leroy could kill it in one blow. Alright, we're doing this. I'm going to do Leroy. We're going to kill Lord of the Arena with it. I'm going to kill off one of the Whelps. And we're going to do the Void Terror combo here. I mean, what's life if you don't live, right? So we eat Cairn Bloodhoof, munch, munch, munch. Now I've got a 7-7, and my guy comes back as a 4-5. You know, funnier things have happened. Hellfire at some point will finish off this Whelp, plus his totems, plus maybe some other things he'll play, depending on the situation. Flame Tongue lets this reach up a little bit. Does he have like another Flame Tongue or a Rock Biter or something? Forked Lightning? Stormforged Axe to take care of business. Alright, fair enough. Alright, does he have anything else for 4 mana? Shieldmaster. Well, that is a pretty good card for him here. I can just kill it. Shadow Bolt doesn't quite do it. Yeah, we're gonna Hellfire here. I'm gonna go ahead and just Strain Life there. Hellfire here. Yeah, we're gonna hit him for 7 damage. Go for the throat. Clearly does not have a Hex, so might as well go for the throat with this thing. Mad bummer. Is he hoping for a hit here? Oh my god. What the hell? Seriously? Honest to God, Jesus. All 3 barrels. Maybe even 1 barrel could have hit him in the face. And he got a taunt totem. Are you goddamn kidding me? Wow, he's actually going to hit it with the axe, though, so he really is just struggling for answers. Wow. Okay, this could go badly, but I'm at full health, so I can still life tap pretty freely. Let's play Sunwalker. Let's kill off his best minion. Pass the turn. That's close. I mean, if he ever top decks a Hex, he'd be in great shape. Hex would have been good for Cairn. It would have been good for the Void Terror. It's still good for the Sunwalker now. Do we have a Silence at least? Totem. Okay. And a Grizzly. Okay, so he's got no Hexes. Still. Just lots of cards, but I'm at full health, so I can card it up. Let's life tap first. Stormwind Knight, you say? Yes. I'll play the Ghoul.
Justice shall prevail.
We'll kill the bear with the Divine Shield. We'll play the Stormwind Knight.
For honor.
Kill that Talent Totem. And job's done. I think I'm all set to win this game unless he top decks an answer right here. Not many answers. I mean, my guys do survive Lightning Storm for the most part. Gets the spell damage. Did he get a lightning? Oh my god, he got another Stampeding Kodo. Oh my god, he got the Stampeding Kodo. I can't even believe it. Well, that last card has to be like a Lightning Bolt, or else he does just lose to that Flesh-Eating Ghoul. He's going to hit himself in the face. Okay, well no, I gotta hand it to him. He found a way to survive here. He goes down to 1 health, and then he trades the Yeti for the Flesh-Eating Ghoul, so now he's surviving if I don't have a way of dealing instant damage, so smart play on his part. Luckily, Blue Glow Warrior is a pretty good card. We're going to go ahead and kill him to death. Even if I hadn't top decked that, I had like at least 3 turns probably to find an answer to kill him with. Granted, if he had two totems on the board, so once he flipped a taunt totem, killing him would have been a whole heck of a lot harder. Anyway, that was a slightly hard-fought victory, I guess. And we pull it out. As long as I don't see any more hunters or mages, again, I've got, decent odds of being not embarrassing in this run. My last arena run before this was one of those specials where I said that my deck was sucked, and then it ended up being really well. So it ended up being really, really good. So, watch it. It's called Learn to Logic. Good video. This one, probably not going down in any annals, that's for sure. Oh, my motherfucking Christ, the third hunter. The fact that hunters are so prevalent is actually probably like a legitimate reason to not play Warlock in the arena ever. Because Hunter is really good against Warlock, and people play Hunter a lot. Like, Hunter's good against everyone, that's the thing. Hunter's good against everyone, but especially against Warlock. I think Hunter's weakest matchup is probably Druid, Rogue, Mage. And of those 3, probably like the Mage, just because the ability to control the board is really crucial against the Hunter, given that his cards are so strong. Well, Unleash the Hounds, and hero ability are so good. So here we go, he gets some value already, being able to play this thing. I actually will just Mortal Coil that, instead of playing Voidwalker and hoping for the best. We'll just pass the turn there. No reason to use the coin, we'll save the Voidwalker for later. I'll just play the Murloc Tidehunter next turn and see what happens. Alright, what happens is he's actually got a Murloc Tidehunter himself. Well, they square off pretty well against each other. Had I played the Voidwalker last turn with the coin, I'd be pretty happy I could kill one of these things off. In fact, I'm actually going to play it with the coin. So this is a little bit risky, but in context, this Voidwalker is just super duper against his 2-drop. And it gives my 2-drop a chance to survive. It means I'm not coining out a Senjin, or excuse me, a Chillwind Yeti, but probably wasn't going to do that anyway. He's going to play a Grizzly for Shizzly, that might get Shadow Bolted. I could Soulfire it. Now, you know what? Let's save that Soulfire. So I could play Flesh-Eating Ghoul and be a little more aggressive using Soulfire, but this seems fine. Let's just clear out his board. Swing, hang on to the Soulfire for another time, another place. Another man, another race. Another girl, another face. And, yeah, we'll play the Yeti next turn, probably. No Senjins from my opponents or anything like that. Just a 2-3 and a steady shot. Good times had by all, and by all I mean me. Do you play the Flesh-Eating Ghoul here? Ooh, do you play the Wolf? Oh god, you gotta play the Wolf here. So, life tap. No, we're gonna play the Wolf. You've gotta do that. It's gotta happen. It's just too good to not happen. Alright. Well, I mean, we're doing good. We got 7 cards to 4, so even after accounting for the fact that I started with an extra card, it's pretty slick. He decides the wolf is the more dangerous threat, which I don't disagree with. So we're going to play a panda, which is fine. We'll use the Stormlight Knight to kill that off. No probalo. And we go up another card, actually, by doing that. I can drain life. Unfortunately, that would be 6 mana to drain life and play the ghoul, so we will not drain life. We will just play the Stormlight Knight.
For honor.
Panda dies. He's really far low on cards. I mean, he could always catch up with the Buzzard Hounds and get all the cards right back for 4 mana and complete fairness. But if that doesn't happen, I'm going to be in pretty good shape here, or as good of a shape as you could hope to be against a Hunter. Okay, so that is 100% guaranteed Explosive Trap. I could actually play the Flesh-Eating Ghoul here so that when my minions die, the Ghoul will grow. But that is a little bit silly. Let's just trigger the trap. Yeah, there it is. And I can only play 1 minion, so I might as well play the most expensive one. If he deadly shots it, he deadly shots it. I don't mind single target removal here because I'm so far ahead on cards compared to this guy. That if we just trade 1 for 1, we're fine. Man, when you play with Drain Life, it seems like every creature in the goddamn game has 3 health. I think this is only playable if you have, what's his face? If you have spell damage. It's just, like, not playable otherwise. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and do the Yeti. Ghoul, and here's the time for Soulfire. Preserve my big taunter, makes Unleash the Hounds less effective, and I've still got 5 cards to 3. With a really pretty significant board advantage. Got the Farseer as well to heal myself up. Oh god, he actually top decked Unleash the Hounds. No, he top decked Savannah Highmane. Still draws a card, but no Hounds for him. Good times, good times. The Panda can be used to do the Earthen Ring Farseer more than once. Okay, well, let's kill the Buzzard off, obviously. No point healing up the Fen Creeper because it just dies to this Highmane anyway. So, yeah, let's heal myself up.
My eyes are open.
Packet Panda to replay this. Make sure I get the other kill, but no, let's put this big dumb beast down. Now, if he had Unleashed the Hounds, he would have clearly played it last turn. Clearly would have played it, so he does not have it. So as long as he doesn't have that one particular card, we're in good shape. He could maybe removal for this and use the Savannah to kill the Flesh-Eating Ghoul, but I've still got a lot of damage. No, he doesn't even do that. He actually just kills it. He unleashes the Hounds after killing the Fen Creeper, which is a mistake. He could have gotten 1 more Hound if he had just played Unleash the Hounds first. He will get to kill the Flesh-Eating Ghoul, of course. But I still have a lot of damage on the table. That doesn't matter. I don't care about that. And Molten Giant, okay, that I care about. That is bad, because now he actually has a ton of damage here. He's got 8, 14, 18, 19. I mean, he's actually got lethal damage here, which is pretty hilarious. Oh god, that's actually kind of amazing that he's going to kill me. Lord, this Molten Giant really sealed the deal. Let's see, 8, 9, 15, 19, 21 damage. Well, I've got this Sea Giant, but the issue is he's still actually gonna kill me, is the thing. I need Taunt and I don't have it. So I have to kill some of his stuff. I can't kill this. Balls. Okay, what we're gonna do is this. We're gonna hit the Savannah Highmane with my Big Dumb Beast. Then we're going to play Sea Giant. Now we need to kill some things. We're going to kill off the Hyenas, because they're the most dangerous. And I'm going to play the Panda to replay the Farseer. And I'm going to replay the Farseer. Now, I could have done it differently, folks. What I could have done is I could have launched 9 damage at his face, taking him down to 5 health, and then used the Panda on the Farseer, and then I'm technically surviving by 2 hit points. But I just didn't want to take that risk. It seemed worth it to take 6 damage off the table for him and reduce the number of outs, because now he's only got 12, 13, 15 damage. It's really much more difficult for him to win. And I've got a Giant for his Giant, so I should be okay. Unless he top decked on the other Unleash the Hounds. Even that wouldn't really save him. Kill command. Yep, he would have actually killed me had I done that thing that I talked about. He would have actually gotten to kill me. Now, I'm fine. He makes a little bit of a sneaky maneuver here. He uses the giant to kill off a creature first, instead of killing my giant, which I think is a mistake because I'm at a high life total and he's at no cards. I can actually let this thing hit me, so I don't mind. In fact, can I life tap? Let's see, I'll go down to 19, 8, down to 11. Yeah, I'm actually totally cool. I'm going to life tap here. I can do that. So we're going to do this. Now I can hit this giant and my guy will actually live to tell about it. But no, we're going to hit him in the face. Go for broke here. So yeah, he can get me down to 11, health down to 9. No one card will let him win the game, and he's facing lethal damage, so he has to have an answer right here. He has a charging Rhino, which will not save him, because this thing up with 9 health will survive against this Molten Giant, and that is in fact well played. Now my 2 creatures will kill him instead of my 1 giant, which is also fine. Well, we survived Unleash the Hounds. We survived our 3rd Hunter of the Arena. Ugh. So lost to a Mage, lost to a Hunter, and we beat 2 other Hunters. That's actually pretty good. It's pretty good for this chumpy deck. I say it has 2 legendaries, 2 of the best legendaries in the game. I don't know, it still feels like a chumpy deck to me. I'm learning that I'm just not quite good at understanding what makes a deck good or bad in some cases. Like, I seem to draft okay and play okay and do very well in the arena, obviously. Averaging 6.5 wins over 260 arenas is not easy. But, yeah, the deck, like when I look at a deck, I just don't have a sense for if that deck as a whole is going to do well against other decks you're likely to see in the arena. I think it's a difficult skill to build because sometimes you can look at a deck and say this deck is good and lose because you're unlucky. And you have to be really skilled to be able to say you were unlucky and not just bad. Nacho the Paladin. Well, I really want a Voidwalker in this matchup. Don't get one, obviously. Alright, we're going to go ahead and mulligan Leroy because he's not useful yet, but we'll keep our 2 drops. So likely then the turn 1 play is the Panda. Get ready to trade with his... Oh, sorry, I don't have the coin. What am I talking about? Well, we're going to play Leper Gnome. That was actually quite convenient that I drew that because I am not the second player. The advantage of not being the second player is that you get to play first. Wow, that was the best commentary. Oh my! Wow, that was definitely the best commentary I've ever given. The advantage of not being the second player is that you get to play first. Yeah, put that down in Papa Boris's Book of Proverbs. But the point I was trying to make is that, you know, it's good to be the first player, but I wasn't actually going to have a turn 1 play if I didn't top deck that Leper Gnome. So, very, very lucky top deck let me kill off one of his minions. He's got a Goldshire Footman. Who plays Goldshire Footman? Oh my god. Alright, we're going to go ahead and kill that off. Play a Blue-Go Warrior. Swing 3. So, yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do next turn. Might just play the Panda and replay the Blue-Go Warrior. That could actually happen. He's going to play a Recruit, which makes a lot of sense. That does threaten to kill off my stuff. Let's see here. Think about my life. I'm definitely going to kill. This is just a matter of how. Well, this is just a 2-1. This is a wolf that provides a buff. It's useful. So I'm going to go ahead and use this to kill the 1-1. We will play the Yeti because it's a really, really good card on an empty board. We're going to hit him with the wolf. I'd say the opening was probably advantage to me. He really can't kill that. Like, he just can't kill the Yeti right here at all. And it's hits for 5, so it'll kill just about anything he can play at 4 mana. And I've got some plays to make in upcoming turns. I'm at full health. I can life tap freely. He's taking damage. 6 cards to 5, soon to be 6. I'm the first player, so that's fine. Yeah, this is just a pretty perfect opening. You really can't complain. I could have played the Tidehunter last turn, and the advantage of that would have been that I would have had 1/1s to kill off his recruits with, but the disadvantage is that I would have been much less well equipped to deal with an actual threat like Ascension or a Children Yeti of his own. Plays Arcane Golem, which is interesting. Really don't want to give your opponent mana this early in the game, but I guess he decided he was so desperate he just wanted to kill that wolf at all costs. Wow, alright, well, I will play Fen Creeper that I just conveniently top-decked. And hit him in the face with the Yeti. So I didn't want to play the Dread Infernal because there's really no point. It just would have damaged my Yeti for nothing. I'll wait until I can kill at least 1 recruit with this guy.
Yeah, you gotta be kidding me!
Yeah, you gotta be kidding me. So he's committing to this Ventrico Mercenary now. He's committed. Because now he can't play minions. I am not going to go all out killing that thing. We will just hit him in the face a whole bunch. trying to think if I play this and this, everything dies to Consecration. I don't really want to play this before I play this thing. I will play this thing though. This is just huge. It's just a big hitter. So we're actually threatening lethal here. This plus this is 10 damage, and then I actually have enough mana thanks to Arcane Golem to play the Panda on the Dread Infernal and replay him and kill him with the last point of damage. He can't suicide the Ventricle Mercenary. He really can't kill a 5 toughness creature very easily as a paladin in any way at all. So he's not able to play minions here. He's just really screwed. He's going to put Divine Shield on it, which I couldn't care less about. That is the game. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to 5 wins with this deck of mediocrity. Hellfire is another way of doing it. I'll just do that because it requires less clicking. And then that's game. So turn 7. I know it says 8 mana, but it was actually turn 7 because I got an extra coin from his Arcane Golem. Turn 7 victory there with that deck, with that guy. Now the key thing was the Leper Gnome. That enabled me to kill his 2-drop, and that kind of snowballed into everything else from there. So really, if it weren't for the Leper Gnome, that would have been a fair game. I'm not saying I would have lost, but it would have at least been a fair game. And we have to also give credit to the fact that he never played True Silver Champion, Hammer of Wrath, or Consecration. Or a Blessing of Kings, though he never had an opportunity for that. So he just never quite had the right cards. I beat him pretty much the way that the Mage earlier on beat me, just rolled right over me. Okay. Great, 5 wins. Pretty respectable. Let's see what we can do here against... Oh, no, it's a mage. Frettertot, the mage. What is that? That's a dumb name. Frettertot. Okay, I'm going to take a little risk here. I'm going to mulligan the Soulfire and the Hellfire. I just want to actually play things. I could regret it, but I figure if she actually has a Mana Worm on turn 1, like a Soulfire going down like 3 for 1 is... Or, sorry, 2 for 1 is not that great. Greetings. Okay, so let's see if she's got the Mana Worm here. Mana Worm, coin, mirror image, any of that. Okay, no Mana Worm at least, or she would have played the coin second, so that's good. Knife Juggler. Oh, God. All right, well, let's play the Panda down, see if we can use that to trade for the Knife Juggler, or if she has a Frostbolt or an Arcane Missile. At least she's used her coin already, so that's nice. Loot Hoarder flings a knife. Don't care where it goes. She doesn't have enough mana for the Fire Blast. She's going to cheekily hit my face. Don't do that. That's a mistake, folks. My opponent, you know, gets away with it, basically, but you really should trade things instead of being cheeky about it. Now, she gets to use her overpowered hero ability to kill off the Flesh-Eating Ghoul and actually go up a card, because the Loot Hoarder will run in, and then the Fire Blast finishes it off, and then the Loot Hoarder cycles. She makes a small error. She Fire Blasts first. She should have actually Loot Hoarded first. You should always draw cards first. Always, always, always. And here I'm actually going to Life Tap and play the... Well, do I want to Life Tap and play the Wolf? That seems silly. No, I'm just going to play the bigger creature. I've got enough cards. Cards are not the issue. The issue is getting stuff onto the board, I think. Oh my god, Water Elemental. Alright, well, we're going to have to do some gymnastics here, unfortunately. I have to play like this. I'm going to... Well, let me actually Life Tap first. Okay, so we play the Wolf there. We Mortal Coil our own Tauren Warrior, and then we use that to kill the Water Elemental. I mean, yeah, that was a 2-for-1. I spent Mortal Coil and the Tauren Warrior to kill the Water Elemental, but it just had to be done. Had to be fucking done. And unfortunately, this Sea Giant is not playable. And unfortunately, Dread Infernal doesn't actually help me kill this guy at all. So we're going to play Sunwalker here. Sunwalker, Texas Ranger, and we're going to hit her in the face. Very risky, though. Very high likelihood this is all going to end in disaster. But Mage is just a tough matchup for Warlock as well. At least there's no Polymorph for that, which is good. But there is a Fireball, which is bad. So she gets to use... We'll see. Is she going to use the Squire? She's going to use the Squire, keep the 4/4 in hand. That's totally fair. At 20 health, which is not good. Can't play my Sea Giant. We're going to play Dread Infernal here. Is there any point in playing this Leper Gnome? There's really none. It's just going to... Well, actually, there is a point in playing it. If she uses mana to kill it, or if she diverts this guy to kill it instead of hitting my face or going to the Dread Infernal, that's actually fine, so I will do that. She's going to Polymorph my 6/6, which is sad. So she actually had a Polymorph, she just didn't use it. That came, I think, from the left side of her hand. She'll ping off the Leper Gnome. And is she going to kill the sheep? She is, so I cannot play Sea Giant. Man, it's like she knows I have a Sea Giant and doesn't want me to play it. Alright, we're going to play... I can't play Void Terror because... then if I play Panda, the Void Terror has to go back into my hand. This is sad. Alright, we're going to play Panda. I'm not going to life tap because I can't. I'm going to just Void Terror it up. Actually, you know what? Fuck it, I'm going to life tap. I should have life tapped first. I am so far behind, I just have to do it. So we got a 6/5 there for 2 cards, which is pretty bad, actually. 5 mana and 2 cards, getting a 6/5 is not a good deal at all. And it dies, actually, to this plus the overpowered hero ability. She's actually going to freeze it. I still don't have any silence in this deck. She's going for... Okay. She's picking this as if she has a Flame Strike, perhaps. I think she has a Flame Strike. That's what she's angling up towards. Can I play this? Yes, I can. So I'm going to play this. I'm going to just heal myself. I think it's more important to do that. We're going to play Voidwalker. Voidwalker, Texas Ranger. Then we're going to play Sea Giant. So Flame Strike here would be pretty bad. But I'm just getting rolled over by this mage. Oh, she's got a Flame Strike. That card's Flame Strike right there. Yeah, look at that. Called it. Like a boss. So now she can use this guy to kill my Sea Giant, and then she's got damage coming at my face endlessly. Endlessly, endlessly. I'm at 12 health. Oh, freaking Water Elemental. Well, this is over. We're just going to go ahead and concede. And that's a pretty decent arena run. I mean, I played 5 Hunter Mages, honestly, as a Warlock, which is like one of the worst classes to be against those 2 classes. So really, it's just bad nowadays being Warlock is the moral of this story. I'm going to take a little vacation from Warlock, I think, actually. Because it's just so bad being versus a Hunter or a Mage, and those are the most popular classes. So, thanks for watching. Please like and or subscribe if you enjoyed that. And if you did or didn't enjoy it, let's watch as I get 60 gold and a freaking goddamn non-gold common. Just 5 dust. That's just so frustrating. I would almost rather there just be like an empty box. I would rather there were an empty box and it was just like, sorry, you get nothing. Ooh, 2 rares. That's cool. So it's an extra 15 dust because rares are 20, commons are 5. So if you have 2 rares instead of a rare and 4 commons, it's an extra 15 dust compared to ye old usual. And, of course, we get the other common that we got, so that's great. Cool. So that's that. Let's take a look at our new golden succubus. Woo! And let's take a sneak at our next arena, looking for some shaman, perhaps? Some paladin. We get... Oh, God, this is just the worst selection possible. Well, my last 2 runs were Mage and Warlock, so it's definitely going to be Hunter. See you tomorrow, folks! Thanks again for watching. Till then.